So the main focus for this is gonna be release the legs. So we're gonna start with the calves. Then we're gonna move on to the quads and perhaps include some hamstrings in this workout. Now we're gonna be doing this from home using one pair of dumbbell. If you don't have any pair of weight, you can do this with your body weight as much as possible. Now, after the calf raises, we go back to the next exercise. And we now got 24 reps, so we're gonna switch back up to the calf raises using the dumbbells. And then from the calf raises, we switch up to the next exercise, back to back to back. Hello there, Arthur. Amber. Hello, Amber. How are you doing? Olga. How are you doing too? Hello to everyone in the live. The goal of the live is to invite every single one. Take a few minutes in your day and you can train too to take care of yourself. So I'm going to keep going with the training. We're going to go again on the calf, back to back. Then we go back to the next exercise. We're gonna catch a quick break. We're gonna get some water. Then we're gonna keep going with the training. Hello Ross, I'm not following your comments. Perhaps you're speaking to someone else. But if you got any question for me, you can send them my way. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. Calf raises. Then we're gonna switch up to the next exercise. Back to back to back. And with that, we are done with the first portion when it comes to the calf training. With this, you will be able to grow your calf muscles. Right here. So again, remember, the goal of the life is to invite every single one. Take a moment in your day, train, take care of yourself. Do we have any questions? Oh, okay, you were talking to me, Ross. So, well, I wasn't humping the wall. What I was doing is I'm doing some calf raises with the dumbbells. I don't have any other support apart the wall to hold me up for the moment where I am. So what I'm doing is I go against the wall and I drop my weight on it. Now I hold the dumbbells. I drop my arms all the way down so that the weight is really just hanging on me. And then from the moment that I raise my calves up, mainly my calves are being used to pull up the weight. So I'm holding the weights and I'm doing the calf raises. Now I'm dropping a little bit, I'm going about 2 steps, 1, 2, from the wall, and I drop on the wall, and then I raise. That is why you might look from far away as if I am humping on the wall. Is that a clear enough answer? So we're going to keep going next. We're going to go on the quad. For the quad, we're going to do some squats. I think I'm going to do it from here. Might just fall. From here, might fall. So the next exercise we're going to do supersets. We're going to do squats and then we're going to do seated calf raises. Now the squats, they're going to target on your quads. Now the calf raises, the seated calf raises, they're going to target this portion of your legs. So there's your calf, so this part of your calf. So being seated, we're going to get more activation right here, the lower part, where it goes to your Achilles tendon. We're gonna target mainly that part. So from the support, we're gonna do the squat. If you don't have any weight, do it with your body weight. Now once you do it, you sit down. We're gonna be putting the weight on our knees. Then we do the seated calf raises. The rep range is anywhere between 5 to 24. Hey, hello Al. We are doing a calf and quad workout today. Nice seeing you on the live. Abyss. Oh, well, thank you. I'm just happy I can see quite clearly with these. Thank you very much for the compliment, Abyss. Quite often, yes. For the past few months, I have been training mainly from home so that I can provide exercises that are more accessible to everyone. Because some people mainly train from home, and I do them with dumbbells because the exercise that I aim to do is mainly exercise that you can also do them without dumbbells. So if you're training from home, you can do this. Now, if you want to go to the gym, you can still do this from the gym with the dumbbell. This is really to showcase a quick, efficient workout that you can do on a regular basis or on day to day. That is why I have been training mainly from home these past days. But yes, I've been able to maintain this training from home. Okay, so we're gonna get going. Does that answer your question, Abyss? And then we go to the calf raises. And with that, we are done with the first set. Do we have any questions? You're welcome, Abyss. You're welcome. Glad I could reply to you. If you got any further questions, you can let me know. I might just need to catch my breath. I need 12. Thank you for the likes and the support. I am locking in. Well, not literally locked in like in a box, but focused, yes. That was a joke from my part. So we're gonna go again, rep range 5 to 24. So anywhere between 5 reps minimum to maximum 24 reps, that's it. as you progress in the workout, it might become harder because you're getting more tired. As you can see, I am visibly becoming more tired and the speed is dropping. But keep it safe and you just keep pushing, but stay safe, keep proper form. Do we have any question? Hello, Travis Floyd. Okay, I'm reading what you said. Well, I think that is a positive comment, perhaps. I would say thank you. Okay. Yes, quite often when I connect, I am working out. Because what I'm encouraging is training to be able to be healthy. So training to take care of your health. What is that? That is what I'm encouraging. So quite often when you see me connected, that is the type of videos you're going to see during the live. That is the type of activities you're going to see during the live. It's me working out, encouraging others to work out, to take care of themselves. Abyss. Yes, so I am reading what you just said, right? Travis, no, it's not an offense to me, no. Don't bother about it. This is a public platform. When I come out here and I get here, I expect different comments to come my way. There's good, there's bad. And what you said, personally, I don't find it anything bad. It's just a way of expressing it. I think it's a compliment. Is it a compliment? Perhaps I don't. It is, right? Okay. So yeah, I was saying thank you. So no, it's not an offense to me, no. So yeah, Abyss, to your question. Those days, this is quite contradictory, right? But some days, don't do anything. Some days you're gonna feel like you don't want to do anything. Don't do anything. If you can afford to, don't do anything, no. Take a moment and rest, because sometimes you might just be overwhelmed and you think you gotta just dig deep and push. No. Some days you really don't feel like doing anything because you need to rest. So when you have the possibility, don't do anything. If you're asking me how I handle those days, when those days come and I have the possibility, I lay down and I don't do anything. I rest, I take a distance from all the work and everything that I do typically. Because when I come back, because I had rest, I would feel like I have more energy to actually do this again. But if I just push, and I don't have a plan done, I might just break down. So there's two options. That is the first option. Now the second option would be you will need to have a goal, something that is driving you. If you have something that is driving you, you're going to need a plan. It's hard. Not everyone, it's not easy to find. No. You need to find a reason to do something, and then once you have it, you break it down. And then some days when you don't feel like doing anything, you got to check why you started doing something. And then you will remember your end goal, and then you do a little bit. The best you can, you do it a little bit that you can, not too much, you do just a little bit. And as you start doing a little bit, you might either have the hunger now to do more, or you might do the little thing and then stop there. Now, if you do that little thing and you stop there, you're already doing something. Those are the two advice that I would give, depending which one you can apply, depending on your resources and possible option that you have to in your life. That is the two advice I would give you, and those are how I manage those situations. Is that a clear enough answer to you, Abyss? We're going to go again to the next. And with that, we got 3 sets. We're gonna catch a quick break, then we're gonna keep going at it. I recommend you have some water during the training. It's important to stay hydrated. Do we have any questions? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome for the advice, Abis. Surprisingly enough, I avoid giving advice. Quite often I avoid it because to give advice, ideally you will need to first know the situation of someone. You will need to really know what they're going through, understand how they see stuff, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are they aiming for, and then I would even then not still try to give advice, but try to make them come into realizing something that they want to do by their own. So yeah, that is why I avoid giving advice, because I really try to understand people, guide them into where they want to go by themselves. But yes, so your question was quite more elaborate, so I could provide you an answer like that, giving you advice. That is why. So thank you for actually listening to and welcoming the advice. But it comes down to you. You decide. Take care. You know yourself, but take care of yourself. I'm gonna catch a break. I'm gonna catch my breath. Do we have any further questions in the meantime? Yes, sir. We're doing calves and squats superset. So we're targeting quads, and then this part of your calves, this lower part where your Achilles tendon is inserted to. Steve, well, it could be a waste of time, yes. It all comes down to one person to another, because if you're trying to do something and what I just did is not related to that, that might just be wasting you your time, indeed. So you might just need absolutely something else to do than what I am doing or what I am saying. So that can be quite true. Yes, Steve. So yeah, you might need that to grow, but some people might need less, It all comes down to one another. KYS. I am seeing your comment, right? But I cannot read it. If you have perhaps a Google Translate, you could translate in English or in French. I would be able to provide you an answer. Payal! Hello, Payal. How are you doing? So, Payal, I see you on the live, and the goal of the live is to invite every single one to take a moment in your day and train, 5 to 10 minutes. So if you're watching, take a moment in your day too and train. The lower part, yes, that's already. My J, they are green. They will say green. Let me get closer. It's green. It is green slightly, but I'm just happy that I can see clearly with this. Oh, Steve. To everyone watching, there's Steve in the comments. He's also giving some advice about what you can do to build muscle. There isn't a one solution that works for all, right? So you might need to check out what Steve is saying, because this might be something that works out for you too. So check him out and you can interact with him. So Steve, if you got further advice you can share. The page is about exercising, so there might be someone to which the advice that you're providing would be more beneficial to. I am also listening to what you're saying and I'm learning. So thank you for sharing, taking time and sharing your knowledge in this life. Yes, Pia. Oh, about that, for the glutes, to grow the glutes, yes. We're gonna get into that in a few minutes. So we're gonna do one more set of these, and then we're gonna do some squats that can help you grow your glutes. So if you wanna grow your glutes, I don't have big glutes, but you can see I have a defined glute. You can see right here. But I don't target specifically glutes. But if I targeted specifically glutes, I will have glutes more developed than this. But there's an exercise that we're going to show a little bit later on. I will let you guys know when we get to it. It's going to help you grow your glutes. I do have a pair of glutes, right? I do have a pair of glutes. But yes, but I'm not going to focus too much on glutes because I don't want any more glutes than that. No, that is not my main focus. Well, 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 I am, yeah, you could say I am humble about it, but I am just comfortable being humble about some stuff. Time zone, best best fingerstyle guitarist. My time zone is EST, Eastern Standard Time, and right now it is 6 p.m. in my time frame. Zozoma, you, I don't know what might be making you feel like that, but I would recommend you see a doctor if you're feeling ill. Hi, KYS. Well, thank you very much. I have been training and putting some effort. That comment is quite welcome. Thank you. When it comes to specifically building muscle and stuff like that, when it comes to weightlifting, 2 years. Yep, 2 years. When it comes to really building muscle by lifting weights, 2 years. Now, I used to do body weight. I started doing weights. I did body weight for about 3 years. I was weighing about 15 or 20 pounds less than this. I couldn't gain any more mass. I would eat, but the body weight at some point it just hit. So I had to switch it up a little bit. I could either increase the reps, which I did, and I kept gaining some growth, but the stress, I found myself being able to do 60 push-ups before I could reach failure, 70, and then 100. You just get way stronger. But the thing is, it's going to take you a little bit more time. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get into some weight training. Instead of doing like 100 push-ups before getting to failure, I could put 135, my weight on the bar, and I just do about 15. I get to failure, I get that same stress on the body, and I get that same growth. So I started lifting because it was faster for me to reach out that failure state. But when it comes to lifting weight, 2 years. I believe this can be achieved. I could have achieved this in 3 years straight, or even less. If you're eating right, less. Okay, so yes, we're gonna go on. Yeah, we're gonna go on to the other squats, and then after this, we will show the squat for the glutes. We are done with the first portion of the squats. We're gonna move on to the second part. What we're gonna do, well, I'm gonna show you the squats, which are gonna help you target your glutes. After I catch my breath. I'm gonna need to catch my breath first. Now you can do this without the weights, and you're gonna still get some working. You can start with just your body weight, and then eventually when you need a pair of weight, you could grab a small pair of weight, and then gradually build up from there. But for start, you don't need weight. You can do it without weights from home. Do we have any question? Kermit, hi there. Hello, Kermit. Oh, you changed your channel? Yeah, I know you, Carter. I was like, who is coming? When it comes to ab exercise, we're gonna do some abs by the end of it. Don't worry about it. Your English might not be perfect, but my English isn't perfect either. As long as I can understand what you're saying and I can speak in a way and communicate in a way you can understand, that is communication. I am able to transfer your message, you can transfer me a message, you can both understand. That is all that matters. Okay, so, yeah, if you're still watching, now this is the squat you can do to build your glutes. You're gonna get a pair of weight, you're gonna hold the weight in one arm, and then you're gonna squat on one leg. Just like this. This is gonna target your quad and your glute. If you look from the side, you're gonna see, when I go down, you can really see the stretch in your glute. So when you push up, boom, you can see. You can really see how you can really recruit in your glute. Look at this. Go down, and then you push up. Really control the move. That's how you're gonna be able to do your quads and your glutes with that exercise. There isn't one exercise for abs which is best in terms of all the exercises. It's going to depend on your goal. If what you want is just mainly ab definition, you just want to build the muscle, I would recommend cable crunches. So weighted cable crunches, you can get some weights in a gym, right? If you're doing it from a gym, you can get a bar, you hold the weight, and then you squeeze like this. You can really put some load on your abs, like really recruit it and build those abs. There's that, and then there's leg raises. Those are the best to really build that muscle mass in terms of abs that I've seen until now with me and people that I've trained and also people that I know who train. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. Now, that's gonna help you really build your quads and your glutes. Do we have any questions? In the meantime? None? Okay. There we go again. Switch up, same thing on the other leg. Okay, we're gonna go again, then we're gonna keep going. My legs are fried right now. O-N-O-N and O-B, if I'm reading your name right. I am not capable of reading your comment. Pardon, this is not to ignore you or anything, but I just cannot read the language in which you're speaking. I am not proficient in all the different languages on this side, unfortunately. So I would recommend if you could please, right, try using a Google Translate. I speak French, I speak English. You can translate in any of those languages. I would make sure I attend to your response if you provide one in those languages, because I would be able to understand what you say. If you're not able to do this in this live, you can drop your comment or question in the most recent post I have. I will take the time to attend back to that and respond to you properly. Are you good with that? Oh, to everyone watching, if you're liking this, please drop a like, as it helps me out. Okay, so we're gonna go again. We're gonna switch it up. Same thing on the other leg. Damn, this is demanding. Like, this is tough. So if you're doing this from home, you don't get any pair of weight, you can use your body weight. Fuck, brother. Damn. Holy boy. If anyone is wondering why am I walking left and right, back and forth, I'm trying to catch my breath, but I'm trying to stand up, but my legs are wobbly. Like, my legs are so pumped right now, I can barely flex my legs. Like, I'm flexing it, but you don't even notice that I'm flexing my legs. Because I'm just that tired, I can't even really flex it. So yeah, you're gonna feel it quite. Don't mind the chair, I needed the support. So you're gonna feel it quite in your legs if you do this exercise. You will be able to grow your quads and your glutes. So we're gonna move on to the hamstrings. Now your hamstrings is right here, behind your quads. Hamstring, right here. This one. Now, for the hamstrings, we're gonna do some Romanian deadlifts. If you don't have any weight, I recommend you do single legs for this exercise. So you go on one leg, and then you try to do it, because this is going to include a portion of balance in the exercise when you do it on one leg. Let's get this going. I cannot even hold on to the weight no more. I'm gonna need a moment to catch my breath before we can keep going. About a minute. In about 3 minutes, we're gonna go again. We're gonna do squats. To finish the workout, we're gonna do, well, maybe not to finish, but for the next part of the workout. I am so tired right now. Holy moly. I'm having a hard time catching my breath. Well, This is tough. Like you do this from home, you're gonna grow your legs and your glutes. So I'm gonna catch my breath, and then we're gonna move on to the next exercise. If you got any question in the meantime, let me know. I'm gonna answer you. But I really need to catch my breath. Yeah, I feel like my breath is coming back. You're good. Okay. So next, we're gonna use 50-pound dumbbell. Now, using the 50-pound dumbbells, we're gonna do squats. That's gonna be the finish of this workout. I'm really getting the pump. Check this out. Surprisingly, despite trying to build up, I've been getting more defined because I am still building muscle mass, right? Since I am still lean, if I stay this lean and I keep packing on muscle size, I'm just gonna get more defined. But I'm gonna need to gain a little bit more fat at some point, or not. Everybody's different too, but if you notice on my legs, you're gonna see there's a little bit of striation right here, just so slight, barely visible right here, which I didn't have when I was around when I was at about 12% body fat. I didn't have these. There was less definition at 12% body fat, but now I am at about 15. It's slightly heavier, but the thing is there's a little bit more muscle mass. So the more muscle mass you have, the more defined you're going to be. Someone could be 10% body fat and about 10% muscle mass. That person would be less defined than someone who's 10% body fat and about 15% muscle mass, or someone who's 20% muscle fat, body fat and about 60% muscle mass. I'm throwing in some random numbers a bit, but it's to show you that the more muscle mass you have, the less body fat you're going to need to lose to actually have visible muscles. Definition. Okay, so we're going to go again. Joe, Buff, I don't know if your name is Joe Buff. Joe said buff me up, CGXD. I don't know what that means, so I cannot really respond to that. Does buff me up mean that you want to train and you want to get buff? I don't. If that is what it means, you're welcome to check out the page. There's a few tips that could help you get buff. You're gonna need to eat a lot. Maybe not, but you're gonna need to eat. Yabu Biri official. Hi there. Hello to you. This is what the physique is looking like. My legs are so pumped, I can barely flex them. My legs are cooked. I can barely flex my legs right now, but yes. So after the leg workout, This is what my legs are looking like. Like I am really pumped right now. If I flex my legs, you can barely see it flexing. Just so slightly. I can barely hold the pose for long enough. Oof. Hold on. So we also did the calves. The calves are a little bit pumped. Not a lot. But just a little bit. Just so slightly. Okay. So let's see. And we are done with the workout of today. Let me catch my breath. Let me catch my breath. Usually when I'm done training, water tastes so much better. Hello Jenny, welcome into the life. Water tastes a lot more better. Probably because I'm considerably thirsty. Well, I just want to say hi there Jenny, hello to you. So, to everyone who is watching this, actually Jenny, I am really out of breath right now. As you can see, I am out of breath. I'm doing fine, I'm just out of breath because I was training, you know. I'm trying to talk, but I'm like, hold on, let me catch my breath. I was about to start talking like 3 minutes ago, if you notice. I said, so I wanted to say, I'm like, hold on, and I'm still doing it because I'm too out of breath. So, well, other than being out of breath, seriously talking, I was serious. I am seriously out of breath. Whew, I am chasing after my breath. I think I just caught it right now. Okay, good. It's like I just caught it. Okay, good. So my breath is back. So take a moment during your training, catch your breath between exercises. Hey, thank you very much, Jenny. Thank you very much. Thank you. But yes, as you are coming in, I am ending the live. So I just wanted to tell everyone, thank you for joining in the live. But please remember, the goal is to invite every single one. Take a moment in your day and train. Take 5 to 10 minutes in your day, train. Take care of yourself. And yes, I quite often say this sentence, keep pushing, keep pushing. That being said, have a good night everyone, or a good day depending where you are, perhaps even good morning, depending where you are, in the time zone where you are. So, until next time, bye bye everyone. And keep